We are live, chives and mives.
Don't forget dives.
And dives, my favorite Clives.
Mm-hmm.
How are you today, Chives?
I'm pretty good. My chives now? Why do I have to be chives?
You every time.
Why can't I do I can't
I
be dives?
want to be dives.
I want to be dives.
You never let me be
Maybe
dives.
I want to be dives, okay? Just
you were
'cause
dives
I'm always
last week.
dives doesn't mean that I can't always be dives.
This is why you're racist.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Welcome to the Coolio Moolio show. We are your hosts, HumorBots 3000.
So
His humor bot took over.
this is the Coolio Moolio show.
Yes.
The Would You Rather podcast.
Yes. We're getting really quick.
We
with
are your
our
hosts.
introductions.
Yeah. You better believe it, because we are your hosts. I'm Thaddeus,
And
who are you?
I am also Thaddeus. Just kidding.
Untrue.
Pulled the rug under you.
Patently false. You're lying to the listeners. That's a lawsuit.
Wait, I was just kidding.
That's what is it?
Federal-
False advertisement. Okay.
Identity theft.
Yeah, that's identity theft.
Please don't.
Okay, so who are you really?
Where are these lawyers coming from?
Who are you really? Don't say chives or dives.
Nicholas Johnson Rodriguez III. That is my name. Don't make me wear it out.
Don't wear it out, guys. Please do not wear that out. It's very, very fresh.
I just bought it.
Yeah, he just bought that name. He just
it.
changed his name to that for a very, very high price.
At least $3. Let me just put that out there.
At the very least. At the very least.
But yeah, my name is Nicholas.
But yeah, so this is the Would You Rather podcast, where we answer Would You Rather questions sent in by you, the listeners, most of the time, some of the time, hopefully, most of the time, hopefully all the time.
And I'm Nicholas.
Unluckily, that has not happened so far. I mean, as much as we would like. But we actually do have some questions today. If you have questions, send them into cooliomoolioshow@gmail.com. You know, any questions you'd like us to talk about. And so that's what we do here. That's what we do in this podcast, okay? Yeah. So the thing is, we have been introducing the podcast way quicker than usual. And I think it's because... Actually, I'm not sure why.
That's a good... I have no idea.
I'm not really sure why.
If you're a first-time listener, second-time caller, if you go to our older episodes, it thinks it takes us like 5-6 minutes.
Yeah, and we talked about it on our last episode too, because we also got to that episode very quickly. We had, I don't know, like little to no introductions. I feel like sometimes sometimes we just... I don't know what it is. I guess we used to get off topic. Like, I think it was because beforehand we didn't even think about, you know what I mean? Like, we weren't on a time crunch, or we didn't purposefully introduce ourselves early. You know, we didn't make an effort to do that.
Oh yeah, that's
where
a good
we just
point.
kind of like we just turn the mic on, we're like, hey,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know what I mean? You know?
Yeah, because the show has always changed up in a way. Like we used to just. I remember we first started like, what are we doing? And then... Yeah,
as if we know now. It's like, I don't know what we're doing now. What you were saying?
No, just like, it changed. Like, and then we told ourselves, okay, let's at least start addressing ourselves by 5. Or like, we used to at least give us a time to start talking.
Because we're getting a lot of complaints from you, how should I put this lightly? I mean, the ungrateful listeners. Yeah, you guys, you put this pressure on us. Like, what are we supposed to do? Huh? What are we supposed to do? Just, introduce ourselves in a timely manner? Are you kidding me? Who does that?
Do other podcasts introduce themselves?
I don't know. I'm just kidding. You guys are very grateful, I hope. At the very least, we're grateful for you.
We love you.
Yes, we do. No, but I don't know. Some podcasts do, some podcasts don't.
Yeah, I was like, cause I'm trying to think, like, when I watch, like, Jake and Avish, or listen to Jake and Avish or the H3, I feel like they start off and they're always like, okay, hey guys, I'm Jake and Abish.
Well, it kind of depends. So, if you guys are confused, Jake and Abish is actually what we sometimes call Jake and Amir. Mm. 2 Jewish comedians who we are big fans of. Actually, like, I almost wanted to model Coolio Moolio off If I Were You, which is the name of their podcast.
Yeah.
And what's funny is that they, or at least Jake, wanted to model If I Were You off of Car Talk. Oh. So it's almost like Car Talk is sort of like our grandfather podcast.
That's the
in
main
kind of a way.
the mainstay, yeah.
But basically, I don't know. They're two comedians that we really like their.
That's
content
funny.
and their
That's
stuff.
funny because like I'm like a big. I try to model my mannerisms after this guy named Timothy De La Ghetto.
Timothy De La Ghetto.
And he actually, like a lot of videos, he'll say, "Yeah, I've been modeling my mannerisms after Will Smith." So
Whoa.
like in a way, like I'm like my grandfather's Will Smith.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Your mannerism grandfather.
Yeah.
That's interesting, isn't it? A similar thing going on. But,
yeah.
But with them, sometimes they'll introduce themselves right away. Other times they'll immediately, like we used to, get distracted by something or get off topic, and they'll talk about something else. Sometimes 10, 15 minutes. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't happen too often. I think they usually maybe take a few minutes and then introduce themselves.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, welcome to If I Were You, the Only Advice podcast, hosted by me, posted by us. I'm Amir.
I'm Nick. Jake.
You're only lying. Yeah, one freaking Jake. You're supposed to say you're Jake. But anyway, If I Were You, that's a really great podcast. I listen to it.
Y'all should shouts.
Yeah.
Shouts. We always shout them out.
Yeah,
like
as if they need our help. But yeah, I don't know if they're kind of. I think they're sort of role models for me in the way they've been able to develop their podcast and come up with a podcast.
Well, I mean, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have the show.
Yeah, probably not.
Because I remember we were talking about like, oh, what a great podcast. We should make a podcast.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, we really should.
Yeah.
Gosh. So, anyway, today, luckily, you guys are in for a treat. Let me tell you, right, you guys are in for a big treat. Okay, because we have some questions today. We don't always have them. We don't always have user submitted questions, but you better believe it. Today we do. You're in luck. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity for you guys to listen to this podcast. Okay, this is the first. Probably the first episode in, I don't know, 4 or 5 at least, where we're going to have all user submitted questions.
I thought it was 3.
I don't know. What is it?
It might be.
When's the last time we had a podcast that was all user submitted?
All?
Yeah, none from the internet. Yeah.
But I know 3 episodes ago we had at least one. Or even just last episode, we had one.
Oh, that's true. That's
from
true.
Kryber.
No, but I'm talking like every question is user
it's like
submitted.
4. It's got to be at least 4.
Yeah. It hasn't happened in a while, folks. So please,
running
again,
dry.
That email address is I
You're about to,
was about to tell people to send questions if I were you.
Like, I should send a question.
Yeah.
If I were you.
But then I say the wrong address. No, it's cooliomoolioshow@gmail.com. But today we have questions.
Yeah.
We have plenty of questions actually. And we have questions today from someone other than Kryber. Surprisingly enough, we have some questions from another old standby, another old listener of ours, another friend of ours, whose name is
Mardonna Milkmaid.
That's right.
Or I like to call her Mardonna Milkmaid.
Exactly.
She reminds me of a young Mardonna Milkmaid.
Exactly. And it's funny because I used to have a niece also named Mardonna Milkmaid.
Really?
Very, very similar to Mardonna Milkmaid, later known as Mardonna Milkmaid.
Of course,
but
of course.
After she got married, she became known as Mardonna Milkmaid.
Yes.
Because her husband's name also Mardonna Milkmaid. That's exactly right. Incredible.
Course.
So many people have that name.
That's funny because my mother's name
is
Jonaline Sonafine.
Jonaline. That's so funny because my mom's name is Mardonna Milkmaid.
Oh my God.
What a coincidence.
What a twist.
So, fake name for a real person. We make up fake names for no reason, really.
Yeah.
We don't need to, but we do it anyway.
Yeah, these are not like incriminating like questions either.
I mean, it's like, it's just fun, I think. So,
would you rather do this or do that? And it's like, we have to blink their name.
Yeah, it's like we say their real name. The police arrest them for asking a would you rather question.
You sick man. Asking would you rather choose coffee over tea. People like
you're going
sick.
You're going to jail for a long time, let me tell you. But
I see scumbags like you every day.
But so here we go. We have some questions from Mardonna Milkmaid. Why don't you?
Want me to
Let's
start
just
it?
jump
Do you
right
want me
in.
He just jumped. What the hell? Thaddeus. He's dead. He's dead.
You're gonna have to do the podcast without me. I died.
He came back to tell me that.
Yeah, I came back as a ghost to tell, I'm the ghost. You have to do the podcast by yourself now. But anyway,
No.
but actually, yeah. Go ahead and why don't you give us a taste?
Get
of
right
questions.
into the questions.
Yep.
So, would you rather live in a virtual reality where all your wishes are granted, or live in the real world? I think we did a question like. Did we ever do this?
Yeah. Yeah, we had The one where I was like, what was it? Was it user submitted? It was like simulated reality. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. Oh wait, did we look this one up?
We might have.
This is one we looked up.
We might have.
I think so.
We did, but we did answer this though, right?
Yes, if not this, then a very, very similar one.
Basically, I think we chose the same one.
Yeah.
We both said like real world.
Yeah. We both live in the real world because.
You know what's real, man? It was. Oh yeah, we did answer this because it got really philosophical.
Yeah, as we do on Coolio Moolio, the philosophy and ethics podcast.
Basically, yeah, we basically said live in the real world.
Well,
you know, because what's real? But she responded with, "I'd rather live in the real world." I don't know how you would be able to eat in a virtual reality. I love eating. Also, you can't grow as a person if you live in a fantasy where you get everything you want all the time. Yeah, that's basically what we said too. Yeah, not the eating part. I didn't talk about eating, but that is true. You can't really grow if it's given to you. I didn't think about the eating thing, so I'm having like.
Maybe you ate too much. I know you guys heard that, but we just got a gurgle.
I had a gurgle. My stomach's gurgling
out of the stomach.
But I don't know if it's a virtual reality. Wouldn't eating like just feel the same? It wouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, if it was a good enough virtual, or simulated reality, I don't know how that works. Like if it's the Matrix, well, yeah, I mean, it should be. Good enough that you can't tell the difference.
There's a scene in Matrix where he's like one of the guys. Spoiler alert. Guy gives up Neo's location, and it cuts to him like eating a snake. A snake.
A snake.
A snake. He's eating a steak, and they're like, he's like, yeah, I don't care. I don't care. Like, I'd rather just eat this steak. Like, as long as my steak tastes fine, I'm cool. And like, he just eats it, which is like a metaphor. He's like, yeah, I don't care. I'll do it as long as it tastes real. You know.
So yeah. I think for me, it's like. Yes, I'd rather live in the real world because I believe we had a condition that was like, well, if you know you're living in a virtual reality or in a virtual fantasy, then why would you want to do that? It's like, what's the point? It's if you know it's fake. Yeah. And the other thing is, if you don't know it's fake,
it doesn't even matter.
Then also, what's the point there? It's like, for all we know, that could be us right now.
Definitely.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So it's like, why? Yeah, just keep things the way they are. Why change anything? You know.
Good question. Thank you.
Good. All right. Record time. Already gotten one out of the way. I think we're only 10 minutes in.
We're
less than 10 minutes.
Let's see.
I mean, this is a world record, guys. This is 12 minutes in. We're already past the first question. Sometimes we don't even introduce the show at this point.
German engineering design means it's so fast.
German engineering, guys. This is where it takes us. We're reaching new heights.
The original Coolio Moolio show was run by a Mexican and a Chinese man, and
now it's run by Germans.
They're two Germans who are perfectly mimicking it. So the next question, do you want to read it or me?
Yeah, I guess I'll read it. Yeah, I can see.
Well, use your eyes, okay? You freaking eye person, God.
Yeah,
rubbing it in the face.
I can see. Get it? Okay, here we go.
I can see.
We know the rain is coming. Okay, would you rather be a coffee connoisseur, wine connoisseur, or beer connoisseur? What do you think?
I'm gonna knock out wine connoisseur right off the bat because those people really bother me. They'll be like, they'll be like. This is a aged 19th century. The wine. The wife was pregnant when she made this one. Like they say so. I don't like that culture. I'm gonna be real. That wine
I'm gonna
culture,
have to be real with you though. Back then, women would have never been allowed to make wine. You already made your first. No, I'm just kidding.
I know because I'm a wine connoisseur.
But actually, 19th century. I don't know who made wine. Probably men. I imagine everything in 19th century was probably just men making stuff. Anyway, but sorry. I digress.
But yeah, like I don't like that culture. I hate that.
You think it's too snobby?
It's very bougie.
Bad and bougie, or just bougie?
Just bougie. That's not even, it's not even good in bougie. But it's too posh. It's too. Oh, we're gonna go to wine country. I'm not saying it all, of course. I'm sure we have like 3 listeners who go to wine country every so often.
Yeah.
But nah, it's I don't like that. So I'm stuck between coffee and beer. I really respect the coffee culture and what it's become. But also at
Okay,
the same time, I feel like it's there's a fine line between that hipster, like, oh, you drink that, you know what I mean?
So, like, what do you drink?
Oh, I drink like the most basic Starbucks.
Oh, you drink that?
You get a mustache. You're like, twirling. So I feel again all these, not again, but like all these cultures do have that. You know, oh, you do
snobbery
that.
about
yeah.
it.
But I feel like it's very predominant within the wine culture, and it might be there when it comes to like hipsters and stuff to coffee. So I like the beer culture. So I think I choose
That
beer.
you say that.
I choose beer.
Have you ever met a beer connoisseur?
Yeah, actually.
And how was
it? Her father.
Really?
Well, it's funny because so the reason I'm so biased is because my girth,
Your significant other,
my
so to
significant
speak?
other, her father's a beer connoisseur,
Interesting.
and he brews his own stuff. He's really big on it, and so, you know, talking to Liz and just her family and like all them, I felt like, oh man, they're probably gonna make fun of me because I don't drink. I don't know anything about beer. But they're really nice to me, and they kind of walked me through it, and they're like, let's show you some stuff. So I don't know, I really felt comfort with them. I feel like beer people are so chill. They don't really care. They're like, you don't know beer? Let me tell you about beer, bro.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So, here's the thing. Here's my take on this.
Yes.
Okay? I actually think any one of these you can take to a snobbish level.
Yes.
And with beer, I think it's a little bit... or at least it has it's less stigmatized as being snobby because beer is seen as a lowbrow thing. You know, it's like you know what I mean? It's associated with like
That's
lower
true.
class people, perhaps.
That's true.
It's like, in a way, it's a little bit lower on like the socioeconomic scale.
Yeah.
As compared to like coffee and wine.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like I don't know. It's usually cheaper than a wine, at least.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you drink it in greater quantities than either coffee or wine. You know, it's like you'll have like, I don't know, people have like 4 or 5 beers or something.
Alyssa's dad, dude, can like take down like
Exactly.
8 easily.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
But so I think I don't know as much about beer connoisseurs. I haven't really met any.
Yeah, that was the first.
Actually, to be fair,
what's defined as a connoisseur?
To be fair, I haven't met any like wine connoisseurs, that many wine connoisseurs either. I think that's a good question, and I think once you know. Okay. I should say this. Once you know where your beer or coffee or wine is coming from, like the origin of the actual grapes, beans, or like whatever, barley. Once you know where that's coming from, and you know, you can describe the brewing or the roasting process.
Yeah.
I think that's when you can be considered a connoisseur.
Okay, because I've had people tell me like, oh, this is the best one, this is the worst one, like really basic, like, oh, this is bombastic, this isn't. So, but that's not defined as connoisseur then, right?
I don't think so. That's just having personal preferences.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
You like
you're
like,
knowledgeable of it.
You're knowledgeable about what you like.
Yeah, yeah.
But like I think a connoisseur should also be able to like make recommendations.
Definitely. Okay.
Based on like,
because
I
was gonna say like, because when it comes to beer culture, just drinking culture in general, like because I'm gonna turn 21 soon, a lot of people are telling me
that's right. This is gonna come on your birthday,
yeah,
baby.
Yeah, baby.
Everyone say happy birthday right now.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
No, don't sing. I'm just kidding.
No, stop. Oh,
stop.
Is that a cake? Is that a cheesecake?
Did you guys really?
You guys are too much. Come on.
This is too much. No. Is that a trumpet? Donnie Trumpet, man, you crazy.
I don't know, that turned into a bomb, but
Ignore the cake.
Wait. Well, sorry. What are you saying about beer, wine?
Drinking culture. I'm starting to realize, like, as I'm older, I'm getting. A lot of people are like, "Oh, you drink that? Oh, dude, that's like sissy shit." Or, oh, you gotta drink this, you gotta do this. People love to state what they like to drink.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's a big like, I drink this,
so you should drink it too.
Yeah,
this is the best.
And so people, I do retract what I said earlier about like the beer culture. I don't like I don't think of them as connoisseurs. They're just dudes who drink, you know. And
Sure.
so I don't associate them with that. Alyssa's father was the only person that I met that
You could maybe
that
consider
would call a connoisseur because he was knowledgeable like crazy. And I mean, of course, he brews it. So yeah, I don't. And wine people, I usually just like my parents' friends. They'll say like stupid stuff like, "Yeah, we're gonna get red. Red's the best one to get."
Well, that's hardly connoisseur level even.
Yeah.
Just saying, oh, red.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
That's like, I don't know. That's like so general.
Yeah.
It's like saying like, I don't know. Like you can't really consider yourself a connoisseur.
You
If you're like, oh, actually, red wine's really good.
It's
like
the best.
Well, that's
red wine
okay.
is linked to.
That's one of the only two you can choose.
What if it was like they're like yeah, which wine do you want? Oh, I want the red. Oh, but which one? A little red, please. But
actually, I know that red is the best wine, so I really want red wine.
Please.
It's like, yeah, but there's like we have 30
sections.
we have 30 different reds in the cellar right now. Like, which one do you want?
And he
which
tries
year?
to play it off like, oh, this man does not know his wine, does he?
Yeah, 30 types. What do you mean? There's only one red wine.
It's a color, sir.
I'm not a type, as you so astutely observe.
Yeah,
I wonder.
he's throwing me.
What's funny is that we both used that voice for a false wine connoisseur, like someone who thinks they know what they're talking about when it comes to wine. I wonder if there's a correlation there.
Oh, I love how this guy is like trying to use like big words too.
He's trying to be super patronizing, but he actually has no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah, he's like, how cognate of you.
Yeah, how cognizant of you. But the thing is, okay, wine can be, well, I have a stance on this, okay? Yeah. I have a whole spiel on connoisseur. No, I'm just connoisseurs in general.
Okay.
I don't really drink wine or alcohol, wine or beer or alcohol at all. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go with coffee because I'm already more on that path. Yeah. I'm just going to say that, like, that's pretty obvious for me.
Yeah, yeah.
But the thing is, here's when you cross the line between, or I should say, here's why connoisseurs can be considered snobs, mm-hmm. or why snobbery exists. Yeah. Okay. So wine and coffee are similar in this regard because people think, or like people can get super uptight about coffee and wine, like they can be super snobby about it. It's true, at least I think in most people's perception, that beer doesn't have as much snobbery about it. Yeah. But again, I think that's due to the fact that like a lot of those things I just said, where it's like kind of associated with a lower socioeconomic class than wine is, at least.
You don't enjoy beer, like from like what it sounds like. I don't know, if like you go to have fun, get drunk. Yeah. And go. Coffee and beer and wine, I mean, is something of like, oh, you take a sip and like, oh, how does this taste? A little bit, yeah. Give me some of that.
But the thing is, people don't realize that you can do that with beer. Yeah. It's becoming more and more popular. There definitely exists a beer snobbery out there as well, but people aren't aware of it. Yeah. So here's what I'm saying. Okay, here's the reason that quote unquote snobbery people can be perceived as quote unquote snobs. Yeah. Right. Let's say you really like wine. Yeah. If you want the best wine and you get very into, like what wine tastes the best, like where to get the best wine, what sort of estates have the best, produce the best wine, what year you like, like what, you all this different stuff, right? If you get really, really into that, you know exactly what you like, exactly how you like to drink your wine. You have this very high level of knowledge, right? If you see people that are drinking, very, very cheap wine, or they're drinking wine to get drunk, or, they in general don't know much about the wine they're drinking or something. Yeah. I mean, you can see how easy that would be to be like, oh, well, like, in a very literal sense, you guys don't know what you're talking about. Like you guys don't know anything about wine. It's like you drink it and maybe you enjoy it, but you don't have the level of knowledge to maximize your experience from it. It's just you just kind of drink it to drink it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Which isn't a bad thing. No. It's not a bad thing at all. But like you can see how that very easily could be perceived as like if this super knowledgeable wine connoisseur is like, if he says something like, oh, well, like you, someone that just drinks wine to get drunk, like you don't actually enjoy wine that much. You don't like the wine itself. You like the way it makes you feel. Like you like getting the buzz you get from wine or the drunkenness you get from wine. Yeah. And you probably like it better than other types of alcohol. But like you're not truly enjoying the wine for what it is. You see what I mean? And so there's something very like that can be considered very snobby about that.
Yeah.
And you don't really understand, or you don't really gain that until you start until you start experimenting or caring more about the things that make you a quote unquote snob.
It's so kind of mean, but like it's easier to be a snob in wine. It feels like,
and it's not easier. Well, it's not even necessarily that like everyone is trying to be a snob. Yeah, everyone that is knowledgeable is trying to be a snob. It's just like that's why it has that air about it.
Yeah,
and it's the same thing with like with coffee, right? Because it's like there's so many things you can know about it. Like there's so many, like just like wine, there's so many things, and beer for that matter. There's so many steps in the process of selecting the thing with which it's going to be brewed, right? Beans, grapes, barley, whatever.
Yeah.
There's so much you can change about the brewing process, like brewing the actual coffee, brewing the actual wine or beer. There's so much about like the serving process even. It's like, like carbonation for beer. It's like, like aging for wine.
Yeah.
Serving temperature for coffee. Like all these different things. Like there's so many things you get into, right? It's like, if you know about all those things and you know how important they are, of course you're going to come off as a snob to people that don't care about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's not necessarily because you're mean, and it's not necessarily because like you're trying to look down on other people's drinking like habits or like what they like to have. It's just that you care about these things that other people might not.
Yeah, no.
So it comes off very easily.
Well, no, I totally agree with you. I totally agree. And well, also too, what hit me right now, what you said, aging. That's a big part of wine, right? Like they always say, like you're like a fine wine. You age like like wine. That's a lengthy process.
Yeah,
and that's a like you got to know your history on wine. So I mean, it's so I keep going back to easy, but it really is easy to be like, oh well, this thing that doesn't come up with beer, that doesn't come with coffee much. So yeah, it might come off easier, or it might most likely come off as like I know my age on that.
It could be, yeah. I think in general, having a lot of knowledge and caring a lot about whatever it is you're drinking, caring past a certain point, people will consider you a snob. Because a lot of these things, people do them or drink them just to feel the effect.
Yeah,
they don't care about the action. It's like as long as it doesn't taste terrible.
Yeah.
And it either makes me more alert or it gets me a little buzzed.
Yeah.
I don't care about it.
Yeah, I mean,
which is why these things can be characterized.
Well, it's funny because they all fall under that same like coffee's keeping you up, wine and beer getting you drunk. Yet they both taste very good when done right. I guess right?
Exactly.
And so they're so easy to be like, dude, just give me something good, bam. Yeah. And they all fall under that. They all fall under that. Like, give me something good. Because that's me. Me, because I'm like, I don't like dark coffee. Like. It's all right. Like I can taste when it tastes like when it's good. Like, oh, that's some good roast. But I want some like give me some cream. Like I'm the type of guy to go to Starbucks and I love that. But I mean, it's not coffee.
How dare you?
It's just a sugary drink that I love. But that's me. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's like eh.
So here's the thing. Okay. Point blank, my definition of being connoisseur. Is I would say, caring about the origin and preparation of your drink.
Yeah.
That is what makes you a connoisseur. And being able to like having technical knowledge about that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think that's what makes you a connoisseur. And that's why it can be again perceived as snobby.
Yeah.
Because not everyone has that. and these are drinks that are consumed by a lot of people.
I was going to say, like, do connoisseurs... I mean, there's it's like a dumb question because, of course, we live in a world with 7 billion people. There's a something for everything, right? So... Sure. Is there a connoisseur for soda? Is there a connoisseur for like...
You're looking at one.
You're the soda connoisseur.
That's me. You
I'll tell you, Dr. Pepper, every flavor.
You know what they call me on the street? Kim Johnny Soda.
I miss that, man.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the best soda. I got Dr. Sprite, Coca Pepper.
Yeah, don't even talk to me. You tried this Mountain Yellow? That's right. It's called Mountain Yellow. Sorry, wait. I think I messed it up. Mellow Dew.
Phantom Mist. Yeah. You think I play?
So I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
I'm sure there is.
But it's
Probably.
like it's mocked, I'm sure, or it's like scoffed at, like, oh great.
Probably, but
You know.
but I think because soda doesn't. Well, first of all, because most sodas are flavored artificially, and also because, I'm sure soda connoisseur circles are much smaller because it doesn't do anything for you.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It doesn't get you buzzed.
There's a guy
It
out there
doesn't
who's
make
like feeling
you
hurt.
alert.
Yeah.
Soda connoisseurs out there listening to this, quit. Not even while you're ahead. Quit while you're behind. Okay. Quit knowing that you suck.
It's
Okay.
the
mean.
The annual soda connoisseurs group. They meet in their mom's basement, and like they're like, okay, guys.
They're huge fans of the show.
Yeah,
They put it on in the background while they're doing their soda flights, their soda tastings.
They're sitting there right now. They're listening, and they're just one with their wine glass of soda, and they're like,
And they just hear, "You suck."
I'm gonna go, and they're like, no, Steve, I'm sorry. I didn't know he was gonna say this. No, it's cool. It's cool.
It's cool. I'm just gonna take my 1984 Mountain Dew and I'm gonna drink it somewhere else, okay? Because clearly I'm not welcome here.
Come, or it's, oh my word, we have the
They're
best
English.
drink in the world. Come on, Steve, we're leaving.
Steve, this is in England. Is this in England?
I don't know.
Is the world soda connoisseur championship
They
in
they
England?
they're perceived as British, but they're like, he's like, why are you talking like you work at Walmart in Tennessee? Goodness, how would you disrespect? How dare you?
I work at a Target. It's not a Walmart.
It's a dog.
That's where he gets his soda. That's where he gets his soda for his tastings.
This is delicious. Where did you get this? Oh, it was at this this infamous, quite abysmal place.
Abysmal. That's bad.
He doesn't know his words.
Oh, okay. I see.
Abysmal place. Target.
It's Target.
You might have heard of it.
You mean Target?
No.
No, it's Target. I use my employee discount.
They know me around those.
But yeah, so I'm sure it exists. I'm sure
okay.
soda connoisseurs exist. They're probably out there. I don't know if the culture is as developed as any of these drinks, but it's probably out there. I don't know.
Let's join the group.
And I would say coffee, just because I don't really like alcohol.
Yeah.
I already know way more about coffee than I do wine
Yeah.
or beer. So
All right, so you agree though? Coffee though.
yeah, I would say coffee and I think I've said enough. I think I've hashed it out. I think I've said why I think people are perceived as snobs.
Yeah.
Some people actually are snobs.
Oh yeah.
But not everyone is. Not everyone who cares about this stuff
That's for
is a
anything
snob.
though.
Is a snob. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm gonna choose beer because I mean I do find it interesting and it's something that I wouldn't mind like telling people like, yeah, you know, I brew beer. That'd be pretty cool. You know.
Hey, I brew beer.
I brew beer. Man.
Call me
Kim
Johnny Beer.
Kim Johnny Beer. Yeah, Kim Johnny Beer. That's my name. But yeah, so there is a response. Mardana Milkmaid did respond. Do you want to read it?
I love coffee culture, but I would go with wine on this one.
Oh.
I just imagine going around to different wineries and trying the wines. Plus, there is a refined / sophisticated quality to drinking high quality wine.
Yeah, I agree.
So we got one of each.
Yeah.
And
That's funny. That's funny. I've never
exactly.
seen that.
And I think the thing about wine is as well is again, there is a different like socioeconomic.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Yeah.
Like here's how I would say it, right? It's almost like beer is in some ways lowest on the rung. Mm-hmm. In some ways it's the cheapest, and you usually drink the most amounts of it at once.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Coffee is, depending on what kind of coffee you get, maybe a little more expensive per drink, right? But it's kind of like the stereotype. Oh, okay. I should say this. Let me go back and talk in terms of stereotypes. Sort of the stereotype, who drinks a lot of beers? Young guys, probably, you would think, right?
Yeah.
Like younger, college-age guys drinking a lot of beer.
Yeah.
A little bit, for coffee, it's like, who drinks a lot of coffee? kind of like young people in general, maybe like again, maybe a little more of like a hip,
It's more
quote unquote
adult,
hipper
though, actually,
crowd.
in my
Yeah,
mind.
maybe slightly older.
Yeah.
Instead of college age, maybe like out of college between 20 and 30,
Yeah.
40-ish, kind of like before you hit middle age, people are drinking a lot of coffee then.
Yeah.
Wine is like
Strictly.
is like a lot of times older people
Yeah.
who have more money to spend.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there is a kind of like cost ladder in that way.
Yes.
And I think that's what gives it these reputations.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know?
No, I totally agree.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's the first time we ever had like 3 different, like a split.
Yeah.
You know? That's pretty funny.
That's our first, I think, 3-option question.
Really?
We've had it. The other one we had was like, well, which regional accent would you rather have? That was kind of open ended.
Oh yeah, we probably have stuff like that.
But
yeah,
definitely. But this is I think this might be the first one or one of the only ones where we have like 3 distinct
would you rather blank,
actual choices.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. Hi. So, we have a third question.
A third question.
It's a third
about
question.
Poop.
It's would you rather have
Third
poop or poop? Would you rather the classiest show in the game? No. Would you rather have a healthy mind or a healthy body? Neither.
This seems.
I want to die.
This seems a little bit like. Well, me too. But we can't admit that on the podcast. Okay, we're supposed to be funny. We're supposed to be giving joy to people.
I just want to die.
We're supposed to be making people laugh. Okay, if we both say we want to die, guess what? All of a sudden,
Everyone's
people
laughing.
aren't listening. Okay.
They're laughing.
Yeah, they're
They're
laughing.
laughing at us.
Yeah, they're laughing, but we're not around to hear it. Okay, because we'll have killed ourselves. So
He's not
what's
wrong.
really important, you know?
That's true. That's why you're here, Thaddeus. I need you.
Okay, you know, I'm leaving.
Thaddeus,
All right,
no.
see you guys later.
No. He just left.
I wonder if that sounded convincing. I wonder if anyone thought I left.
Like, dude, he freaking left.
But
The subreddit's going crazy.
the Coolio Moolio subreddit r/Coolio Moolio. Well, this is like this question. Let me ask you what you think.
Yeah.
Are they mutually exclusive? So does that mean if I pick one, the other one is definitely unhealthy?
That's a good one. Let's just say yes.
Yes.
For the sake of that, yeah. To make it harder. Because I think it's easy to say, well, yeah, we want both, of course, right? Like you need both to live a fulfilling life in a sense. So let's make this hard. If you do pick healthy mind, you're gonna have a pretty unhealthy body, and vice versa. Is that make it harder or
sucks.
easier? Oh, okay, good. It's hard. I like that. All right.
That's what she said.
Ha!
It's hard. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, good. Like I want the questions to be like, God dang it, I don't want to choose either. You know.
Dad gummit. I don't even know what I would say for this one. That's a hard one.
Well, actually, let me ask. So, unhealthy body, is that? Am I just consistently sick? Am I just really weak? Am I malnourished?
Let's say all your bodily systems function at a lower level than average. So you get sick more often.
Yes.
You have more issues with digestion. You are generally weaker. And all your let's also say that all your senses are weaker.
Yeah.
You can't smell, hear, taste, or see as well.
Let me ask you.
I already said see, didn't I?
Another see, taste, see, smelled, see.
See, hear, see.
See.
Think. No, think is. What am I?
So let me ask you.
Okay, ask me.
Do you believe that if I have a healthy body, I in turn have a healthy mind, and vice versa?
You're saying if they're not mutually exclusive.
Yes. Is that like? What do you think? Do you think, like, oh man, if I have an unhealthy body, I'm gonna be depressed because of it, or do you think?
I think they're very closely linked.
So if I have a healthy mind, does that just pertain to does that just mean I'm free of depression? I'm free of, but it doesn't necessarily make me.
I think a healthy mind means you have no mental illness.
Okay.
You are not susceptible to mental illness.
Mm-hmm.
For me, like, healthy mind implies a sense of like I mean, you probably have decent intelligence, but like you have a good self-image.
Yeah.
You relate well to your surroundings.
Yeah.
You have a good social life.
Yeah.
You have close friends. You have good relationship with your family. That's like in me, like probably more of a healthy mind.
Yeah.
I would say.
Okay. Well, with that being said, I think this sucks because I you know what, your day's ruined when you get sick. You're like, but I would rather get used to being sick more often or feeling weak or whatever if it meant that I can still enjoy. Like, I can still be happy. I can still have a good group. I can still be myself, because I imagine if I have an unhealthy mind, I'm not necessarily going to be positive, happy-go-lucky Nick.
Let's say you're also, with the unhealthy body, let's say you're also in pain all the time.
Will that be me? Will I be happy? I don't know, but if I'm free of
the healthy mind doesn't mean you're always happy.
Yeah,
That's not what it means at all.
Yeah, definitely. But I think, and this is completely my opinion. I understand if people differ on it, but when I'm thinking of unhealthy mind, I'm thinking Alzheimer's. I think it's schizophrenia, correct?
Shh. Just be quiet. No, sure.
Those are like my biggest fears. I'd rather be paraplegic than have schizophrenia. Schizophrenia, like, that's terrifying to me. Both are horrible. Mm-hmm. But I have the biggest fear of, like, waking up with some sort of mental illness like that. So I'd rather choose a healthy mind. It still sucks. I'm still dying inside. I'm like, I hate this. I don't want to be sick. I don't want to be, like, malnourished or something. Like, not malnourished, but, like, that feeling of, what I mean? What do you think? This one's getting you, isn't it?
It's really getting me. It's really getting under my skin. It's really, I think I'm gonna cry.
He's already crying. Guys.
Gosh.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna cry.
That's how I cry. I cry. When I cry, I become goofy.
You're like this movie's so beautiful. I'm gonna gosh.
Gosh.
Babe, I have terrible news. What's wrong? I have I stubbed my toe and I'm dying.
Yeah. Yep. That was a bad one. But yeah, this is really tough because I feel like you can't even really. It's like, how can you have one without the other? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because if you have a healthy mind, it should be important to you that your body's also healthy.
Of course, right? Of course.
And it's pretty much impossible to maintain a healthy body if your mind is unhealthy.
Oh yeah.
Well, like okay, I should say. Well, let me rephrase that.
Nearly impossible, right?
It's hard to have like a very. How should I say this? I imagine it'd be hard to have a very healthy mind. Oh, wait, well, we'll see. This is getting into a lot of stuff. It's like, well, what is health?
Yeah.
Is it the absence of disease?
Yeah.
Or is it or is it a measure of some sort of measure like actual vitality? Like, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you can not have any actual diseases.
And
but
still be
unhealthy. Exactly. So it's like, where do we draw the line? Because the way I saw it was the unhealthy body thing was like you have medical conditions.
Yeah.
In addition to pain.
Yes.
But I didn't say anything about like, well, you're overweight.
Yeah.
Or obese or something.
Yeah, because you can have a healthy body but still be, 150. I don't know. Right? Is that right to say?
You could have a lot of diseases but be at a healthy weight.
Yes.
And you could also be probably a little bit overweight and still be disease free.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say that being the nature of being overweight is not exactly.
Well, let me ask you. So if someone came up to you and said, "Hey, Thaddeus, I need some working out advice. I want to go to the gym, but I always feel sad. what would you tell them?
What do you mean? Sad when they go to the gym?
They're like, I want to go. I'm like, they don't go to the gym.
Is this a cry for help? Is this you right now? Is this you really asking me?
Don't tell them anything.
Okay.
But yeah, like no, seriously, like someone's like I would go to the gym more, but I always feel so like down. I don't know. Like I've never seen anyone say this, but I'm imagining like for the sake of this question.
What are you asking me here?
Like if someone said like, just mentally I never feel right when I go to the gym, or when I want to go to the gym, I just never it doesn't mentally feel right. Are you like, oh, I understand. I would like basically I'm trying to see if you're gonna say, oh, get that fixed first, then go to the gym, or is it like, no, going to the gym will help you with that? Does that make sense?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Wait, what do you mean?
I think going to the gym will help with it, but I do think it probably originates, like you probably have to fix something else elsewhere in your life.
Yeah.
Right? It's like going to the gym probably, or exercising might not necessarily remove that issue that you have with your, I don't know, whatever it is, depression, anxiety. It'll probably help.
Yeah.
But you probably have to fix something else as well,
You're not just doing one exclusively.
You're not going to fix everything with exercise, probably.
I see
if you legitimately have a mental illness.
No, I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah.
But I don't know, like, it's hard to say because I do, I strive to keep my body in good health. So it would suck to say, oh, I would pick an unhealthy body but a healthy mind, because I feel like I try hard for both.
Definitely.
I want to have a good mind, a sound mind, and a sound body, right?
Well, they coexist.
Exactly.
So beautifully. You know what I mean?
Yes.
When I feel like there's been points where I've been sick. I felt, I may have got the flu. But I was telling myself like, no, I can get through it. And I did, in a sense. Like I went through this day that, if I gave into it, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but basically like I was in the basic sum of it. I was sick, told myself, nah, dog, push through. And even though I was still sick, I still pushed through and I persevered and I got it done. I got my stuff, ready. You
didn't let it beat you.
Yes. But can I say that in the same way, like if I was mentally cloudy, do you think, no, but my body's fine, let me go do what I gotta do? I don't know. You see what I'm saying?
I think a unhealthy mind also is a weak mind.
Oh.
Just like an unhealthy body was probably a weak mind.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So a weak mind is, not really determined.
Yeah.
It gives up easily, also very impressionable. So when I put it like that, it's like, I don't want to lose my mind.
Yeah.
I'll probably go with the healthy mind.
Yeah, same. It's pushing me more that way. No, it hurts though. It hurts because you're like...
It's hurting me right now. I'm in pain.
That is
Guys, send help to CoolioMoolio@gmail.com. Please.
And questions.
Our PayPal is... No,
but no, yeah, like the more I'm talking about it, I'm like, man. Like,
can't lose my mind.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Do you want to flip a coin? Or is...
No, I think I'm going to go with mine.
Because I'm set on mine as well. But
and this is, of course, all assuming that they're mutually exclusive.
Yes. Now, if they weren't...
Okay. So they're not anymore, huh? Well, I like the way this is going. I think we got a deal here. Actually, the thing about them not being mutually exclusive is that I could work on the other one.
Definitely.
But I still might go with mind because it'd be easier to change my body.
Exactly. Let's see.
It's probably more empirical.
Yeah, neurologically
I would know how to
speaking,
do
that's it's such a landmine of like
you don't really know how to fix yourself.
Yeah. I mean,
it's
that's
not
why
really
there's like books of self-help. There's people who say I'm going to teach you how to do like how to be a better worker. That's everywhere. You know what I mean? I'm not saying like there's not videos on videos where people saying this is how you work out. I'm just saying it seems like some people got it down to the science that it is of working out and getting healthy and getting, fit or being at least livable.
It is science and it is evidence based.
Yes.
Exercise and keeping your body healthy both in terms of being disease free.
Yes.
And also, as a descriptor of like vitality or fitness or whatever.
But then you go.
Yeah, so that is evidence based.
You go to something more mental and not by any means just like disregarding science with mental.
Well, it's a soft
logical.
science.
But it's
because you cannot have
no mind is absolute. So you're gonna have
absolute.
Absolute.
Well,
you are obsolete in a way. You know what I mean, dog?
Yeah, that's top, man.
No, but like it's like basically you go to Alzheimer's symptoms and they'll just be like, dude, I don't know, or like how you get Alzheimer's, or like I just imagine like a bunch of doctors like, dude, why are you asking me these questions, bro? Like I don't freaking know, dude.
You can't because we don't even, you know what I mean? Like the mind is one of the pitfalls of studying mental illnesses and like psychology, and the reason that it can't be considered a hard science is that every hypothesis, this is getting into some real nitty-gritty scientific stuff, but every hypothesis can be falsified.
Yes.
Which means that every hypothesis you have could be false. You could put up any hypothesis and it could be false just because we don't know everything about how the mind works.
Yeah.
With in the natural world, or like, you know, with stuff we can reproduce with experiments, it's like hypotheses, not every hypothesis can be falsified.
Yeah.
There are hypotheses that will be supported by the evidence.
Yeah.
When you're talking about mental illnesses, it's like you have hypotheses that could be supported by the evidence, but because we can't, we don't have a strong enough grasp of what evidence is, and we can't recreate experiments.
Yeah.
Hypotheses.
Yeah.
Can be, for all we know, right? They could be false because it's like I don't know. I don't want to get into all that right now.
No,
but you know what I'm saying?
It's too tricky. You know, it's just,
that's essentially it. Yeah, it's too tricky. There's too ambiguous.
I'd rather just start. You know, like we said, of course. Start off with a healthy mind. Easy, bam, boom, boom,
boom, bing.
Because then
boom,
you work on your body, and I'm not trying to make it sound like it's easier, but yeah,
it's easier to observe.
Yes,
it's easier to see that if you're whether or not you're making progress.
Yeah. That's a good question, and
that's
a pretty good question.
That's pretty good.
So, Mardana said, "I would pick a healthy mind. I would rather be physically sick but joyful, optimistic, than healthy and depressed."
Why not both, though?
Yeah, dude. What, are you scared to get like sick on both ways, dude?
I'm afraid to be mentally and physically ill because I'm not.
I'm already ill, dude.
You should try. It's top.
I'm so ill.
So,
dog.
Yeah. I mean, we all agree.
Yeah. That was solid. You know, that was solid.
Yeah, that was a pretty good question. We all agreed on that one, though. Interesting.
I think we agreed with each one.
Did we? No.
Not the coffee.
No.
Not the coffee.
Not the coffee.
But
what is that?
Not
the Swedish?
What is that? I was imagining like her, like.
Oh, hinga dinga.
Yeah, I don't know why I was.
That would be Swedish, right?
Is it? I don't know.
Leif
Erikson, was he?
Some kind of. I don't know. I don't want to misspeak. But I think it's Swedish.
Leif Erikson is like really pissed right now. He's like, dude, I'm obviously Norwegian, dude. Come on.
Maybe, I don't know.
I can't tell you. I can't tell. The only reason I know of that like stupid thing is because of SpongeBob.
You mean Leif Erikson?
Yeah, like the whole hinga dinga dunga. Do you want to go for another question? We're at 53, or do you want to wrap it up?
I know. I think we'll wrap it up. Actually, I think we
wrap it up.
We got to some good stuff today.
Okay.
So, guys, here it is, the end of our episode. Thank you for listening. I'm just a little tired, a little pooped from all these questions. Man, really it takes it out of you. Whew, worked up a sweat.
I'm wiping off the sweat right now. I can't.
I'm winded.
Well, also too, we're on a treadmill, so I don't know why we chose to do that today.
Yeah, I mean, it's a workout, guys.
We're actually, fun fact, people ask us every day, where do you guys record? And it's, come on, you know where it's at. Planet Fitness.
That's right.
Where we record, we
Planet
grab
Fitness, LA Fitness, 24-hour Fitness, Choose Fitness, every single one.
We set up our mics on the treadmill, and usually when they kick us out is when we leave. Like people think that we leave because of the time of
people think that we decide on the end of the episode, but no, it's the gym
like
employees.
right now this guy's staring at us.
It's the gym employees. He has a name tag. Can you see Jim?
Jim. Yeah.
Jim. It's Jim this time.
Ironically.
Yeah. Yeah, funny, isn't it? One of life's little mysteries.
Little. Now he's tasing me.
He's tasing us. Oh, because that's how tasers sound, right? They have that little like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what's crazy? They're really loud.
Yeah.
I didn't know how loud they would be, or I didn't expect them.
It's
to
like
be this.
cracks, really loud cracks.
Yeah. My friend tased herself
Wait,
by accident. She had there was a flashlight taser.
Oh.
Have you seen those? Because I haven't. And like she was like, "What is this?" And they were like, "Watch out! It's a taser." And yeah, and it wasn't like ow. It was like kind of like a
wow,
like a freaking loud, you know.
Scary.
Yeah.
Scary stuff. Scary.
It does get.
But anyway,
Get out of here! What was this character?
Wait, who?
This get out! Like it's very scary.
Wait,
do we have a name for this character?
I don't think so. I don't think we've come up with a name for him.
His name is
Kim Johnny
Kim
Sweeney.
Johnny Sweeney.
I don't know. We'll come up with a name for him next time. Next time he comes back.
Just waiting in the corner.
Next time he comes back on the show, we'll figure out a name for him.
All these characters are just waiting. Like
yeah, they are. They're all in the corner. Yeah, we got them on deck. But there's the show, guys. Another episode in the books. Thank you for listening. We appreciate it. Please send any questions you might have. Would you rather questions to cooliomoolioshow@gmail.com.
cooliomoolioshow@gmail.com.
Anything you want to say? Anything else?
Thank you guys so much. That was a great show. Love you guys. Thank you. Shouts to
you didn't have someone in mind? You want to say shout outs to let me think of someone really quick.
T-Dog.
That's me.
Yo, you are T-Dog.
That's me. That's actually funny. I used to call me that, but
T-Dog?
Anyway, yeah.
But yeah, shouts to T-Dog.
Shout out to N-Dog.
That is not me. There's a guy literally named N-Dog.
A different N-Dog.
But shouts. Thank you guys though. CoolioMoolio@gmail.com. Please send us those questions.
We'll see you next time. Boom.
Play me a beat, Thaddeus.
I guess I will.